In this video, I'm going to demonstrate on how to paint watercolor birch trees. The materials you'll be needing are watercolor paints, paintbrushes, tape, black ink, watercolor paper, and cut pieces of credit card. Before I begin, I'd like to set up my materials. I have my watercolor paper ready to go. I have my tape. I'm going to use the scissors to cut my tape, but you don't need to. You could also rip the tape. I also have my colors already ready to go, so I prepared them ahead of time. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my tape and I'm going to lay it down on my paper. But I'm not going to lay them down perfectly spaced out. I'm going to put maybe one on the edge, and as I go through, I'll space them out, some a little bit wider, some a little bit thinner. So that way it looks more natural, the way trees would grow in nature. So as you can see, that one is spaced out very nicely. But then I'm going to take my next one and I'm going to try to put it as close to the other tape as I can, so that it looks more, more like in nature, that trees just grow randomly. So that's the idea. Just put the tape down randomly so it looks more like trees in nature. Now that I finished putting my last tree down, I'm going to do branches. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of tape and I'm going to rip the side of the branch so that it looks a little rougher and it looks uneven, and some areas will be thicker and some areas will be thinner. You want to add the thicker area to the trunk of the tree, and as it thins out, you want to let it go upward. Now I'm going to add some of the branches high up on the tree, but I also am going to add some branches lower on the bottom of the tree. Allow some of the branches to overlap other branches or even other tree trunks. You could give some of your trees more than one branches. You could give them 2 and 3. It really is up to you, the desired effect you want to have with your art. Once you're done putting all the branches down, make sure that your tape is nice and secure before you begin watercoloring. Before I got started, I prepared my colors ahead of time, but I'm going to start with the darker color, and then I'm going to fade it out into the blue, and then I'm going to fade it out into the turquoise, because these colors are related to each other in the same family color. So I want to go ahead and blend one into the other to sort of have out that faded look, that gradual gradient look to the watercolor. I've decided I'm going to use the wet on wet technique, so I'm going to go ahead and wet all my paper before I begin painting. I'm going to begin with the darker color on top, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that. I'm not going to apply it evenly, because what you don't want is you don't want to have stripes on your paper. So I'm going to bring some of the color down lower, and then when I apply my second color, I'm going to bring that color up a little bit higher in some areas and a little bit lower in the other areas, and try to blend it into each other. So now I started with my second color, and you'll notice that I will go up into the purple area a little bit more, but I will also bring it down a little bit unevenly, because again, we want to blend one color into the other. We do not want to create stripes. So go a little bit into your purple, but when you apply your third color, you want that color also to go a little bit into your second color. So you don't want to see those lines that divide the colors. You want to have that gradient, natural look that they're just blending into each other. So now I'm starting with my third color, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it on the bottom, but I will be bringing it up into my second color to blend it out. So you, again, try to always keep in mind that you want it to gradually blend into each other. You don't want to see where the beginning started or the end ended. So blend that in very carefully into each other. If you need to apply the other color to blend it in a little bit more, feel free to do that as well. Now I'm going to allow my watercolor to dry before I pull off my tape. So once your watercolor paper is completely dry, go ahead and start pulling off the tape carefully. Now that my tape is done, I'm going to go ahead and get pieces of the credit card, and I cut them into different sizes, some a little wider and some a little bit narrow. And I'm going to dip it into the black ink, and I'm going to put it on the edge of the trunk, and then after I put it on the edge of the trunk, I'm going to scrape it across the trunk. This will create the lines of a birch tree. Don't worry if some areas are a little bit thicker and some lines are a little bit thinner or shorter. You want to create the look of a natural birch tree in nature, and the natural birch tree in nature would have that effect. So also I would recommend using different size credit cards in some areas. Use sometimes the little bit wider one and sometimes a thinner one to create that effect. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for the branches. So if the branch is connected to that birch tree, I don't want to cut off where the branch started on that trunk. I want it to continue from that trunk. So leave that space open where it meets the trunk, but go ahead and add the lines to the branches. So now I'm done with the watercolor birch trees. And I want to give it a sort of a winter look, but feel free to experiment in other colors. I've done them in reds and yellows and oranges. So try different colors, even greens and stuff come out absolutely stunning. So have fun and experiment with this. Thank you for watching my video, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe below.